Hi, everybody. Good morning. This is Miguel Vasquez, a reverse mortgage specialist here in Los Angeles, more specifically in Downey, California. Hopefully, everybody's having a good day. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. The theme I wanted to talk about today is reverse mortgages and the emotion of guilt around getting a reverse mortgage. I see so many of my clients struggle with the guilt of getting a reverse mortgage. They feel conflicted. They're stressed out over this, and it weighs heavy on a lot of them. That's what my experience has been, and so I just wanted to talk about that theme a little bit and shed some light on what I think about that emotion of guilt surrounding a reverse mortgage. First of all, it's a feeling that is very common. It's very common among many of my clients. I have many of my clients that say, "Hey, I've worked all my life to pay off my home, to have equity, to grow some wealth, so I can leave it to my grandchildren, so I can leave it to my children. Um, I worked all my life, and I feel now that maybe I'm getting a reverse mortgage. I feel that maybe my children feel that I'm taking away their inheritance." Um, and all those feelings are valid. As a matter of fact, you feeling guilty, you feeling conflicted is a reflection of how much you actually love and care about your family, about your loved ones, where you want to leave them something. I know my mom struggled with that thought, the guilt of getting a reverse mortgage, and she would say like, "Oh, I don't know if I want to do this reverse mortgage because then what am I going to leave you guys?" And I remember having a conversation with her and telling her, say, "Look, mom, sorry about that. I was telling her, look, mom, you already gave us life. That in itself is like an amazing gift. So don't worry about us and leaving us the inheritance. Uh, just worry about yourself. If you think you want to get a reverse mortgage, then move forward with it." Okay. So yeah, so this feeling is very, very common, even though it's a very personal feeling that someone feels guilty about maybe getting a reverse mortgage. It, it's actually universal. Many of my clients feel the same sensation, the same emotion. And so I just wanted to bring awareness to that you're not the only one feeling this pain, this stress, this thought about guilt in a reverse mortgage. It's very, very, very common. Um, uh, Tying it to this guilt around a reverse mortgage, um, yeah, it's a reflection of how much you actually love your children, your loved ones, and you want to leave them something, right? Um, But I don't think it needs to be either or. I think it can be probably both, right? Like you worked hard to pay off your home, so that, yeah, so that it can not only help your children and your grandchildren, but so that it can also take care of yourself as well, right? If you have medical bills, if you have expenses, um, you also need to address those. And if a reverse mortgage is going to help you pay off your medical bills or your expenses, and also even maybe enjoying life a little bit, living life a little bit less stressful, and a reverse mortgage is going to help you with that, I think that's also valid. Uh, we work all our lives, and then at the end, we're all going to end up in the same place. And so I don't think it's a bad thing that you can also enjoy life a little bit too. And if the reverse mortgage allows you that, then great. You can go and visit a relative, an uncle, or a sister, a brother, somebody that you haven't seen for years, and you want to do that before we pass away, and have those memories. Um, and a reverse mortgage helps with all that, right? Enjoying life a little bit, being a little bit less stressed, paying off medical bills, um, paying off expenses. And so I don't think uh, it just, if you use a reverse mortgage, you completely eliminate not leaving anything to your children or your grandchildren. I think it can be both, right? It can both benefit you in terms of like being a little bit more stressful about your finances. If you can be in a reverse mortgage and not have to worry about making a monthly payment, now you have some more freed up monthly income that you can use and help your children or your grandchildren and yourself. Um, and then at the end of the day, if and when you do pass away, the children or grandchildren or heirs or friends or whoever you leave your property or your home to, they still end up inheriting that home. Yes, it might have less equity, or it will have less equity than if you wouldn't have got a reverse mortgage. But it also served its purpose to live a maybe a little bit less stressful life and enjoy life a little bit. And again, to pay off medical bills and what have you. So at the end, when you pass away, your family still inherits the house. They keep it. They can either sell it and then from the proceeds they can pay off the reverse mortgage equity and then they keep the remaining proceeds of the sale, or they can go ahead and keep the home, refinance out of it into a regular loan, and then just pay off the reverse mortgage and then rent out the home, and then with the rental of the property then they can help themselves with that rent to pay off the mortgage. Hmm. So it can be a balanced way. Uh, Talk to your family members, your children, tell them you're concerned. There's this feeling that you have, this worry about guilt, and not leaving them anything, and get their feedback and see what decision you guys come up with that's best for you and your family. Okay. Um, and so, anyhow, I hope this video has shed some light that if you are feeling this emotion of guilt around a reverse mortgage, it's very normal. You're not the only one, and many clients have it. And again, it's a reflection of how much you love them. That's why you're feeling this. Um, so I hope it sheds some light. You're not the only one. And if there's any questions that you have or any concerns, or you want more understanding of how a reverse mortgage works, then feel free to call me, reach out to me directly, 562-881-9811. And then I'll go ahead and answer any questions that you have. Or if you are interested in doing a reverse mortgage, I can also help you out with that. I can speak with you and your family, and then maybe guide you guys and provide more information so that you guys can make a better decisions for yourself and your family regarding a reverse mortgage. So that was it. That was the theme. I just wanted to talk about guilt in a reverse mortgage. Thank you so much for listening and taking the time to see the video, and have a good day. Bye.